Hello friends, I am going to discuss illustration number 21 of CMA final SFM portfolio management. This is the one of the most important question. You must have to revise this question before exam and again so that you will have the very good confidence about this type of questions. Okay, please read the questions. Please read this question. This is illustration number 21. An investor hold a stock X and Y. An analysis prepared X and a probability distribution for the possible economic scenarios and a economic scenario. These are the economic scenarios. Look at here. And the condition return of the two stocks and the market index are shown below. In the case of growth, stock X has a return 25%. Stock Y has a return 20% and market has a return 18%, and the chances of the return is 40%. Stagnation means stable. In this case, the return of X is 10%, return of Y is 15%, return of market is 13%. In the case of recession, declining, 30% chance of the return from the X minus 5, Y minus 8 and market minus 3. The risk-free rate of return is 9% is given. Risk-free rate of return is 9%. Determine whether the investor should liquidate his holding of S and Y. Whether X and Y investor should sell X or Y or further repurchase stock X and Y. What decision, what portfolio, what investment decision should be better for investors, that you have to decide as per CAPM. In this case, you have to calculate expected return of X, that is actual return of X, actual return of X. This is the summation PI XI you need to calculate. Exactly the same way you have to calculate expected return of Y, that is actual return of Y, that is expected PI YI you have to calculate, and expected return of the market you need to calculate. Expected return of the market, okay, market, that is actual return of market, that is return of market, summation PI MI you need to calculate here. After this, you have to calculate return as per CAPM, return as per CAPM for X and Y, and this return you have to compare with the expected return of Y, expected return of the X, and now whether it is undervaluation, overvaluation. On the basis of that, you have to take decisions whether you should liquidate, means sell the stocks, or we should buy the stocks. Okay, then you need to calculate for expected return as per CAPM risk-free rate of return beta RA minus RF. For this you have to calculate the beta. So what is the formula of beta in this case? Beta in this case means summation PI security return, that is the market return minus expected return on the market, this is the security, whole divided by summation PI MI minus expected return of market whole square. These things you have to calculate. Okay, so first you have to calculate expected return of X, expected return of Y, and market, and beta of X and beta of Y. That I am going to solve here. Okay, look at it here. Calculation of expected return of X, expected return of Y, and expected return of market. Beta of X and beta of Y, these you are going to calculate. Look at it. You have X return, you have Y return, Y security return, you have market return. This is a probability. Pi is a given. This is Pi xi, expected return of X. Pi yi, expected return of Y. Thereafter, you calculate Pi mi, expected return of market. Then you calculate mi minus expected m. Then you calculate Pi mi minus expected m whole square. Mi minus expected m whole square. This, thereafter you have calculate xi minus expected x yi minus expected y Pi x minus expected x m minus expected m. This you have to calculate. Pi y minus expected y m minus expected m. These all parts you have to calculate. Look at it. What is the return of X? Return of X 25%, 10%, 15%, minus 5. Return of Y is 20, 15 minus 8. Market 18, 13 minus 3. So X 25, 10 minus 8. 10, 25, 10 minus 5. Y 20, 15. 20, 15 minus 8. M 18, 13 minus 3. These are the return. What is the probability here? Minus 4 minus 3 minus 3. Sorry. 0.40, 0.30, 0.30. Now this 25 multiply xi. 25 multiply with 0.4, 25 into 0.4, this is the 10. 10 into 0.3, 3 minus 5 into minus 5 into 0.3 minus 1.5. After adding this, you will get 11.5. 11.5. Similarly, PIYI 20 into 0.4. 20 into 0.4, this is the 8. 15 into 3, 0.3, the 4.5. Minus 8 into 0.3, 2.4, minus 2.4. The answer is 10 point this. Similarly, expected return PIMI 18 into 0.4, this is 7.2. 7.2. 18 into 0.4, 7.2. 13 into 0.3, 3.9. 3.9 minus 3 into 0.3 minus 0.90. And after adding these, all you will get 10.2. Now, mi minus expected m. In this case, In this case, this is your expected S, expected this, expected M. In this case, this is expected S, that equal to 11.5. Expected Y, this equal to 10.10. A return on the market, that equal to expected M, this equal to 10.2. This information is given here. This information is given here. Okay. Now you have to calculate here EMI minus expected M. Expected M is 10.2. Expected M is 10.2. Then M is a 18. 18 minus 10.2. 18 minus 10.2. Here 18 minus 10.2, because of expected M is 10.2. Expected M is 10.2. Then M, what is M? M is a 18. 18 minus 10.2. 18 minus 10.2, this is a 7.8. Now look at here. 18 minus 10.2. Now 13 minus 10.2. 13 minus 10.2. This is 2.8. Now minus 3 minus 10.2. Minus 3 minus 10.2. Minus 13.2 here. Now after squaring it, M minus M, you have to multiply by P. After 7.8, how will you get this? This you will get 7.0.4 into 7.8 x square. This will get 0.3 into 2.8 x square. This will get 0.3 into minus 0.9 x square. After this you will find what will be the here 24.34, 24.34, and this 2.35, 2.35, and this 2.35. 2.35. And in this case, this is the minus 13. Minus 13.2 whole square, and you will have what? 52.27. 52.27. After adding these all, you will get 78.96. 78.96. What is here? What is here? X minus this. In this case, you write here x minus 11.5, y minus expected y 10.10. This is probability and this multiplied with. Okay, please write this. X 25, 10 minus 5, minus 11.5, 11.5. What you have? Look at here. X minus this, minus, that is 13.5. This is minus 1.5. This is 16.5, minus 16.5. In this case, what will happen? Y is 20. This is 20, 15, minus 8 minus 10.10 minus 10.10 minus 10.10. In this case, what will happen in this case? In this case, y minus y bar 9.9, this is 9.9, 4.9, this is 18 point minus 18.10. Okay, after this you have to calculate. Then what is pi? Pi is a 0.3 x minus x bar, that is 13.5, m minus m bar, that is 7.8. In this case 0.3, this is a probability 0.4. In this case 0.3 into x minus x bar minus 1.5 into 2.8, 0.3 into minus 16.5 into minus 13.2. Then what will be the, in this case, the xm 42.12. In the second case minus 1.26. In the last case 65.35, 65.34, and after adding these you will have 106.20. In this case probability 4, probability 3, probability 3 into y minus y, this is 9.9, 4.9 minus 18.10 into m 7.8, 2.8 minus 13.2. Then what will be this? 30.89, 30.89, 4.12, and this you have 71.68, 71.68. After adding these you will get 106.69, 106.69. Okay, so on the basis of this table we can calculate expected return, that is the actual return, expected y, that is actual y, and return on the market portfolio. On the basis of above calculation, we can find what we can find. Please look at here. Expected return of the expected return, that is actual return of security X, summation pi xi. This is given here 11.5%. Expected return, that is actual return of security Y, summation pi yi. This is 10.10. expected return of market, that is return under market portfolio, return under market portfolio, that is RM summation pi mi, and this return is given 10.2. We can calculate beta of x summation pi xi minus expected x mi minus expected m whole divided by summation pi mi minus expected m whole square. Look at here, xi mi 106.20, this is here 106.20. Now variance of market is also calculated in this case. This is the variance of market 78.96. This is the beta 1.34. Now you calculate beta of y summation pi yi minus expected y mi minus expected m whole divided by summation pi expected m whole square. What is this? Y 106.69. This is 78.96. 106.69, 78.96. 78.96. This is 1.35. Now you have to calculate expected return as per CAPM for security X and security Y. Okay, look at here. Calculation of expected return as per CAPM. Expected return as per CAPM for security X. Risk free plus beta RA minus RF. What is the risk free you have? In the question it is given 9%. Return on the market portfolio is already calculated and beta is already calculated. This is 9%. Beta of security X. Beta of security X is calculated here 1.34. 1.34. Return on the market portfolio. This is also calculated here. Return on the market portfolio. This RM 10.2. Here 10.2 minus 9. And this whole is 10.61. for security Y, expected return risk free plus beta RF minus RF, 9% plus 1.35 RM. This is a 10.2% minus 9%. This is 10.62%. 10.62%. Okay. Now you have to take decision. Security actual return as per CAPM valuation strategy. This is the X, this is the Y. Two securities. Look at here. Actual return of security X is the expected return, that is summation PIXI, which is calculated here 11.5. Return as per CAPM for X, CAPM for X, that is 10.61. 10.61. In this case, we are expecting 10.61, but actual we are going to receive 11.50. This is the undervaluation. We should buy. 11.5. $10.61. This we should buy. In the case of Y, look at here. This is the 10.61. In the case of Y, expected return was 11.5. Expected return Y 10.10. This is 10.10. In actual, it is the 10.62. Investor is expecting 10.62, but in actual he is going to receive 10.10. This is overvaluation. This should be sale. This should sell. So this type of decision you have to make. So in which you need to calculate expected return as per CAPM. You have to calculate expected return on the basis of given formula. That is assumed to be actual return. And comparing whether it's overvaluation or undervaluation. How can you interpret this? Investor is expecting 10.61 and company is providing return 11.50. Then investor expectation is lower. Investor expectation is lower. That is why it is said to be undervaluation. And this type of security, where I'm investor, I'm expecting lower, but I'm getting more than my expectation. Of course, we should buy the securities. And in the case of Y, investor is expecting 10.62%. but company is going to provide it 10.10. My expectation was over, and my expectation is not given by the company. That's why we should sell the company. Okay, sell the stock of the share. Okay, please like, subscribe and share my videos. Okay, thank you class.